Hi, I'm Trisha, and I have been thinking a lot about some things that I want to say, and it's time for me to say some things that may be, um, may push some people's buttons or trigger some things in people. And this is not why I'm going to say these things. I'm going to say these things because I am a caring person and I am a teacher and I'm kind of like a cheerleader. I just never did it in school. I was the one playing the sports instead of being on the sidelines. But when I was in softball, I got to a level that was pretty good, pretty decent level, and I played with other. It was a girls' team. It was fast pitch, and we all played together for many years, and we had some amazing coaches, and I learned a lot. Um, so I like being a coach too. I like uplifting people. I like pushing people. I like inspiring. I like getting people fired up for things that they want in their lives. And I have realized that, the different, jobs, careers I've had in my life, I've had opportunities to work with lots of people over the years. I was a dental assistant for 24 years. So, as a dental assistant, I've worked in children's dental offices and I've worked in general dental offices, which means I've worked with people from the age of about 2.5 ish till whatever, to over 100, and all ages in between. So I have realized that my way of being able to communicate with people is pretty successful. And so then I have also been a dog trainer. And when you're a dog trainer, um, it's really people training. Okay. So, and I did private lessons in people's homes. So I was able to quickly get people to see that I am a trustworthy person and that I am able to convey that I know what I'm talking about. And then I'm able to listen and gather the information. And then I'm able to teach the dog what to do, but also teach the people what to do. And I'm also able to get people to understand that in order for there to be change in the dog, that the people had to do different things. So that leads me to talking about health, and just it leads me to talk about health. Okay, I'm going to just call it health. So in order to have health, good health, there has to be um, some specifics that happen. Um, a person has to stop doing certain things and they have to do different things. It's like you stop doing those things that aren't helping you and you start doing those things that do help you. And I have spent years of my life. I am 49 years old. I'm going to be turning 50 in August, and I am not perfect, okay? No one is. But one thing that I have been able to be and do my entire life is have good health. And there is a combination of reasons why that is. So, as I've lived life, and I have gotten back in touch with people that I hadn't, maybe hadn't talked to in a long time, and then they're letting me know of their health condition. Or I just have people in the world that tell me about their health condition. And I have spent, I've been trying to think about at what age did I actively start studying myself, without your mom telling you to go brush your teeth and how to brush your teeth, or, whatever, things like that your parent does. At what age did I myself choose to start learning about things because of me wanting to on my own? And I'm going to say it was about fourth grade. So how old is that? 9 ish, is when is that's my how far back. So what is that? 41 years, 41 and a half years. I have been not just studying about, I call it wellness, okay, with a capital W. All the different ways to be well, to be healthy. Um, I just have studied a lot of different ways, and then I've applied them, and then I've just naturally inside myself somehow knew them already. And I can go off in the direction of talking about my spiritual background and very unique experiences that I've had with that topic. But right now, I just want to talk about health. And so, fitness, health, sports, working out, studying about food, all these things I've done. I've also been on winning teams in my life, all winning teams. I used to, for a long time, I carried around all my trophies everywhere I went. Like every time I'd move, I'd gather up all my trophies, and then after a while, it's like I don't need any more of my trophies. But I've won lots of trophies, which just means that I've been at a level of play to get the trophy, to win, to come in first place over and 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 over, at the sports that I've played. And I've had some amazing teammates. So it was a team effort. It's a team effort that allowed me to be on a winning team. Each one of us did our part, our individual part, and then we all had where we came together for the main goal. And then I've also played in team or sports that were individual sports that I've played also in tournaments and won. And so I'm able to play understanding your own individualness, the importance of the self-regulating, the self-discipline, the self-care, and there is there's a level of way that you be when you're that way, and I've just have been that way my whole life. So I'm saying these things because when I've gone to different types of schools. I've regular school, my AA degree. My major was in social and behavioral sciences, and that just came really natural for me. And then I've also spent time doing more of the I don't know. I went to spiritual studies school because I wanted to further develop my inner sense, my inner sixth sense. I've had a very, very strong inner sixth sense since a very young age, and I've been able to see things clearly, and also kind of before something would happen. Before it gets down that road, I could tell through what I call just really good deductive reasoning, what is maybe going to happen if I or that other person continues down that path. And so I wanted to, and I've had some very unique experiences with my, sixth sense. And I started purposefully doing different classes and learnings about developing them on purpose, so that I could, use it for my benefit in life. And then also, I've been able to pass along to others ways that help them to have better health in their lives, or have them, they sleep better, or I'm able to guide them towards that right teacher or that right person or that right, whatever it is, just life stuff. So being a person who knows how to get and be really good at something, there is different things, like a combination of things that one does. It's like a recipe or a formula. And when I have, when I teach something to somebody, whether it was when I was, working in the dental office and the new person would come and I would pass along to them all that I knew so that they could be really good at the job and that they could understand how to work in our office, whether it was in the back office doing all the dental assisting stuff, or whether it was in the front office doing all the computer stuff, or how we schedule patients or whatever. I mean, I would want to make sure that they could learn as best as they can, and then that they would know how to do the job and all that. And then when I became a dog trainer, I would want the people to think bigger picture of what they would want from their dog and why. And we would talk about the issues that the dogs were having, the problem, things, the biting or growling or chewing up stuff or jumping on things or running away, or, all the, peeing in the house or whatever, all the normal, issues that dogs can have. And then it's like, well, why do they have, let's talk about that. And then we would put, they would have to start, I would give them a list of things to start doing with the dogs and to stop doing, teaching them how to be their dog's leader, the alpha, like a good alpha, using human ways. And that also came very naturally to me, that understanding. And I'm very successful at that, helping people to get that for themselves with, teaching them how to do it. So, I can come in and take your dog and work with them and then give it back pretty quickly, but you have to know how to do it yourself. So this is all about the same thing with health, learning different ways how to be healthy. And some of it starts with certain thoughts that you're going to think, and then there's certain thoughts that you're going to stop thinking. And there's certain actions that you do, and then there's certain actions that you don't. And it's all the same sort of stuff. My approach, though, is because that I understand that there's sort of a level of toughness, of inner toughness, inner strength, a grit, a kind of like a wanting it strongly, and then kind of digging deep, and then putting on your big girl or big boy pants and sucking it up and doing it. And so there's all that. And then there's a wanting to feel good, and understanding that feeling good is a key. It's one of the keys to this whole thing, is wanting to feel good. And like the feeling of feeling good in your body, in yourself, by doing and thinking certain things and not doing and thinking certain things. So it's these different combinations Now, what happens if now maybe there's people that are going, "How do you know? You've never been sick. You don't have my condition." Exactly. Exactly. And I don't want to. So, I'm going to make sure to do things to prevent that. I'm going to think things that I know that when my body feels good, when I feel good in myself, that's bringing health to me. I'm 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 um, building the momentum of health. I'm keeping that momentum. I'm going to keep it up. I'm going to be consistent. I'm going to continue doing that formula, and I'm going to continue doing that recipe. And it is a recipe. Uh, just like when I talk about with my dogs, the dog training. It's a list of things that you let's say you've been dealing with a dog that's been it's aggressive and it snaps at you or other people. Well, there's obviously been things going on that have created the dog to be that way. So there's got to be a reset and a restart and a whole new things to do right now, right then. At that moment, the human starts doing those things. And it's the same thing with yourself. You can start at any moment and just start fresh and just do it. And so obviously there is specifics that I go into about all this, but I just wanted to give like an overview. Like this is sort of a quick overview of me talking about me as what people always want to know. What do you do? Like, how many times like I've been asked that question, like when you're getting to know somebody, it's sort of a common thing that we ask each other. What do you do? Well, what I do is I be a good person. I be good. I do good things. I think good things. I I go about, it's a lifestyle. It's a way of being in the world that I like feeling good about myself. I like feeling happy. I like, I know that if I've ever been uptight, that I need to do whatever I need to do to lighten up. Because to me, my health and my wellness and my safety and my, it's a protection. It's like like I'm gonna protect that at all costs. Like you have to really want it. And while I was thinking about this, and while I've been thinking about how to present this, I keep thinking about a cheer that me and my softball friends we would do. Like when we would play our games, we would do cheers while each one of us was up to bat, or during it was batting. It was usually during batting, and so one of the cheers that we would do is this is it. You gotta want it to win it, and we want it more. And like, oh boy, I don't know about any of the other girls, but like I felt it in my soul. When I would say it, I meant it. And I'm pretty sure that we all were also feeling it too, because we would really get into it. And we won. We won nationals. Year after year after year, we played together. We had some amazing coaches. I was taught some amazing things. And so, any of you softball girls out there, hello. It's been so great to get back in touch with everybody and all the coaches that are still out there. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you guys. You made a huge difference in my life at the time, and you're still making a huge difference. And that is what I am. I am a coach. I am a cheerleader. I'm a health advocate. I'm an advocate. I'm a facilitator. I'm a mentor. I am a teacher of all good things about, good health. So that's me. And so the people who out there in the world who have come upon me and see who I am and what I'm about, and then they want to get help from me, or they want to talk to me about themselves and their health. And I'm going to tell you, if I am a tough love kind of girl, because I see what's going on, and it's, it's time. It's time to, you know, allow yourself to be a little bit more flexible, to be adaptable. Nature is adaptable. The water runs around goes around the rocks. It finds the path of least resistance. A tree will veer around something or grow around the thing because it wants to live. You have to want to live. You have to think about wellness. You have to be thinking about being well. You have to spend your time and your thoughts on health and wellness. That is how you be healthy and well. You spend your time on, like, how do I be healthy? I'm going to study that. How do I study health? How do I study wellness? And go and look at those things. So that's sort of some stuff I wanted to share. Um, um, this is something that I've been doing my whole life, and if you want it too, I'll help you. You yourself have to do it, but I'll be your cheerleader, and I'll get you going in the right direction if you want it. So, all right, enjoy your day and enjoy this amazing view, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.